What if I were to tell you that December 19, 2025, could be etched in history as the moment when humanity edged closest to a groundbreaking cosmic revelation? It may seem like an exaggeration, but it truly isn't. An object coming from beyond our solar system is nearly making a significant passage near our sun, and it behaves nothing like an ordinary rock drifting through space. It ignites curiosity, challenges our assumptions, and for some, it even induces fear. You already know which object I'm referring to, don't you? Its name is 3I Atlas, and its true nature remains a mystery. There are independent channels monitoring 3I Atlas daily. One such channel is Ray's Astrophotography, which recently analyzed photographs and footage revealing that the object rotates while in motion. These are the anomalous traits of 3I Atlas. Unlike anything we've seen thus far, this object didn't originate in our system. It defies established gravitational laws. Lacking a visible tail, which most comets possess, it also appears to accelerate for no clear reason. For many, this remains just a perplexing technical term. However, for those studying the cosmos, 3I Atlas is a clear anomaly. It is the third ever interstellar object documented traversing the solar system. The first was Oumuamua in 2017, an object that left many puzzled and sparked ongoing debate. The second was Borisov, which appeared to be a more typical comet but still caused a significant stir. The origins of the third are anyone's guess, but the name itself is significant. 3I refers to the third interstellar object, while Atlas denotes the system that detected it in Chile, an abbreviation for the Asteroid Terrestrial Impact Last Alert System, a grand name for a system established to identify potential threats. Yet what was discovered didn't appear to be a direct threat. It felt more like a warning. Anomalies that challenge our understanding of physics have grabbed attention since its identification in 2023. 3I Atlas has become the focus of intense scrutiny from observatories worldwide. However, each fresh measurement only heightens the enigma. The gathered data displays behaviors that defy our comprehension of celestial mechanics. Irregular variations in brightness that do not correspond to a natural rotation. An absence of typical rotational movements seen in rocky bodies. Anomalous acceleration, reflecting changes in velocity without an identifiable energy source. A gravitationally independent trajectory, unperturbed by the gravitational pull of massive bodies. And persistent rectilinear movement that continues in a direct line. Neglecting anticipated orbital shifts. This last trait is particularly troubling. Comets and asteroids typically alter their paths when they engage with stellar and planetary gravitational fields. Moreover, comets exhibit characteristic tails when heated by solar radiation. Yet 3I Atlas shows none of these behaviors. Thus, two major questions arise for scientists. Is it a natural phenomenon or something artificial? In December 2025, it will approach the Sun at its closest distance, enabling the largest observatories and probes on Earth to examine it with our most advanced technology. Radio telescopes, infrared sensors, spectrometers, magnetic detectors, all will be turned toward this intriguing object. The hope is to discern its material composition. If it consists of rocks and ice like other interstellar comets, we could gain another crucial piece of the cosmic puzzle. However, some could be searching for metallic elements or other substances that do not naturally occur. The possibility of signal emissions, something that could only be produced by intelligence, is equally interesting. During its initial journey, various observatories detected noises and signals that, whether coincidentally or not, emerged along its path. Theorists linked these signals to the enigmatic WOW signal recorded in 1977, which remains unexplained and originated from the same region of space from whence 3I Atlas came. Speculative theories abound. Could 3I Atlas be a new attempt at communication? Some propose that it may be a probe dispatched centuries, or even millennia ago, by an advanced civilization, quietly traversing the interstellar void merely observing. A sort of cosmic messenger transforming the scientific perspective. This notion may strike many as ludicrous, but it no longer seems impossible. Today, even the most skeptical scientists acknowledge that numerous phenomena exist beyond our understanding. If 3I Atlas exhibits artificial behavior, everything shifts dramatically. The scientific community remains divided. Some assert that it is merely another natural entity with unusual characteristics, that everything can be explained by physical phenomena. Yet others are not so certain. In examining all the evidence, it becomes challenging to overlook that this object lacks a tail, does not rotate as expected, accelerates inexplicably, produces brightness patterns that defy repetition, and maintains an unusually straight trajectory, an occurrence exceedingly rare in the cosmos. For advocates of the artificial theory, these data points signify the clear markers of a manufactured artifact, perhaps designed for observation, testing, or even to indicate that they are aware of our presence. Deep unease surrounds the implications of these observations. Imagine this scenario. On December 19th, 3i Atlas sends out a pulse, a clear and unmistakable signal that cannot be rationalized by natural events. How would humanity process this information? The response would likely be chaotic and predictable. Explosions of theories circulating on social media, panic, and speculation readily overtaking any scientific assessments. Institutional silence would likely ensue, with governments and space agencies invoking national security measures. The greatest revelation in human history could be buried beneath layers of bureaucracy and fear. The paradox is harsh. We yearn for answers about our solitude in the cosmos, yet when they arise, our first instinct might be to suppress them. Perhaps the universe isn't unprepared for contact. Perhaps we are. Conversely, what if nothing unusual transpires? What if 3i Atlas is merely another peculiar asteroid? At the very least, we can't claim we weren't paying attention this time. We possess more telescopes, more sensors, and greater computational abilities directed at this object than any previous generation could have imagined. It's as if we're exclaiming to the cosmos, "Hey, we're here, and we're watching," even if no one on the other end is reaching out. But what if we're completely oblivious to the signals being sent our way? What if this object is attempting to convey something, and we're simply unable to listen? Humanity has a precedent for turning a blind eye to the evident until it's far too late. Will we repeat this pattern? Or will we be poised to hear what the universe is sharing with us this time? The stark truth is that we occupy only a minor spot within a far larger framework, where we exist as both observers and subjects of observation. The cosmos does not recognize our central importance. It merely exists while we strive to comprehend it. 3i Atlas will complete its journey, producing terabytes of data, light spectra, and computed trajectories. The pivotal question remains: how will we process this information? Will it just amount to more entries in astronomical catalogs? Or could it signify a major advancement in our grasp of the universe? Time alone will disclose the genuine consequences of this encounter. Meanwhile, we are left with the questions that drive scientific inquiry. Is our cosmic isolation genuine? Or does this rocky fragment, traveling at 40 kilometers per second through the interstellar emptiness, hold something greater than mere minerals and ice? It might even retain information embedded in its structure, echoing a natural archive from another solar system. On the 19th, will you take an active role in gazing at the skies? Or will you rely on third-party accounts regarding what has passed within our line of sight?